Hey, welcome! Today, we're going to explore a really powerful new way to think about our health. It's all about shifting our mindset, moving away from just reacting when we get sick, and starting to actually build our wellness for the long haul. And the key? Well, it's hidden right in our own DNA.
So, let me start by asking you this. When you think about your health, do you see a snapshot or a story? Is it just a single picture of how you feel today? Or is it more like this long, unfolding book with clues about what's coming in the next chapter? As you're about to see, the real answer is it's both.
You see, modern medicine actually uses two totally different views to get the full picture of our health. We can think of them as the snapshot and the roadmap. And believe me, they each give us vital but very different pieces of the puzzle.
Okay, let's break this down. Over here on the left, you've got the snapshot. Think of your latest lab results from a blood test. It's a super clear picture of right now, today. Then, on the right, you have the roadmap. This is totally different. It's built from the genetic stories passed down through your family. One tells you where you are. The other gives you clues about where you might be going.
So let's start with the one we all know best, the snapshot. This is all about capturing your health status in a single specific moment in time.
Right, so when you get a blood test, it's giving you this incredibly detailed picture of your body's chemistry right now. It is essential for sure for understanding your present health, but the key thing to remember is that it's, by definition, focused only on the present.
And that's where this huge question comes in. What if that snapshot, as important as it is actually missing the bigger picture? What if the real clues to our future health aren't just in our blood today, but in our bloodline? And this is where things get really fascinating. We're turning to our second view, the ancestral roadmap. This is all about digging up clues from the past to help us navigate the future. Now, a key concept here is something called intergenerational data. What is that? Well, it's basically these recurring biological clues, certain patterns and predispositions that get passed down through our families from one generation to the next. It's almost like a story that's written directly into our DNA. So why does all this family history matter so much? Well, because it gives us a potential roadmap for future health issues. I mean, think about it. If you know that several of your relatives have had heart problems, that's a huge early warning sign for you. By studying these inherited patterns, doctors can spot risks for chronic conditions like heart disease or diabetes way before they might ever show up on a standard lab test.
It's really kind of like detective work. First, you look at your family history to pinpoint any key health traits. Then you start to see if patterns pop up across different generations. From there, you can actually detect those early warning signs, and finally, begin to map out where you might be vulnerable down the road. This gives you this incredible power to get ahead of things.
So what happens when you put it all together? When you combine the snapshot of your health today with the roadmap from your ancestry, well, you get to make a massive shift. You go from just reacting to being truly proactive. We're not just treating sickness anymore. We're actually engineering wellness. I love this quote because it just perfectly captures the whole idea here. The goal is to get beyond just dealing with today's symptoms and instead build a real strategy for proactive healthcare, one that looks months, years, even decades into your future. So here's the real difference, side by side. Over on the left, you have reactive care. That's all about responding to symptoms after they appear. It's about managing sickness. But on the right, you have proactive wellness. This is about anticipating future conditions so you can actively manage your long-term health. It's a complete game changer. And honestly, this is the most empowering thing I want you to take away from all this. When you understand both your current health snapshot and your genetic roadmap, you get the ability to anticipate and truly manage your long-term wellness. You're not just a passenger anymore. You are in the driver's seat of your own health journey. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Take a minute and think about your own ancestral roadmap. What clues might be hidden in your family story?